those times you could have gone, all those times you stayed at home, they were there for you if you'd followed through. Would you be who you are today? Would you be a different man, different than you already am? Would you be who they're talking to every night through a haze? Wasted is your childhood with all your dreams to do good. All alone it does now seem that every soul should be bad with all the good that they had, imprisoned in yourself to be so clean. Imagine all your morals gone, remaining just flesh, blood, and stone. No one can say just what may happen in your world tonight. There is no future left for you. You love you first, second is who. Night by night, dark till light, surviving with a needle and spoon. Redemption in the high room, salvation only spells doom below and to lead. Two souls appear before you whenever they implore you. What will you say? What will you say? What will you say? What will you say?
It wasn't until I got my first guitar when so I was probably like 12 or 13, and what happened was my younger brother, my parents gave him a guitar first, and I thought to myself, well, if you're going to teach him, you're going to have to teach me too. So my dad, my real dad, had a guitar, and I mostly just kind of commandeered it from him, and it was my stepdad who taught us both how to play. Well, that song is from a few years ago. I wrote it actually in 2010, and I didn't really write it from, oh, how do I say this? I didn't sit down and think to myself, I'm gonna write this song. It just kind of came to me. Back there in the summer of 2010, or really the whole entire year of 2010, I was in a kind of a really dark place in my life. One of my elder brothers had died in 2008, right after I graduated high school, and then 10 months later, my real dad, he died. And I was in this whole battle with siblings over estate planning. I had to settle his estate, and it was just, it was getting to be one thing too many, and I was just getting really, really dejected and depressed and everything. And I was just thinking about my life, and just kind of those words came to me, that first verse, and since I had some inspiration then, and the rest of the song just kind of came out. So that's really what it is. And in all honesty, I'm surprised at myself that I'm saying this on camera today, because I've never really talked about any of this with anyone before, or about the song with anyone before. And your cameras were the first time that anyone's ever heard that song. I've never played it for anyone before, so. And it kind of depends on what day of the week it is. When I was young, when I was a kid, this will kind of date me a little bit. Creed was the biggest band in the world when I was in the 5th grade, and I was the world's biggest Creed fan, and so I listened to them a lot. They were the first real band that I was infatuated with. And then about that same time, when I was in middle school, I heard my first AC/DC album, and I loved AC/DC forever and ever. So music that I've written, I don't see going anywhere. It's just the things that have come to me here and there. My life in music in general, I see it going a long ways in the future. Like I said before, I'm a music technology major here. I've worked in recording studios and with live sound and live production, things like that. So that's definitely a career path. And I don't know. If someone happened to notice me by my playing and decided to hire me, that would be alright with me.
Man, I got dreams too. As a kid, they killed them. But for 15 plus years, I've been fighting off those vultures. We all changing with the culture. Feed me, I'm hungry, but for my boy, keep it kosher. In the summer, in the winter, in my city, they keep a toaster. Just don't be the bread. Use your brains with your actions, trying to get ahead. Watch your back or lose your leg, cause they ain't talking to the feds, and no one's calling out for meds. You may lose more than your lead. There's too much bloodshed. A dirt nap, a dirt bed. Another mama hurt. And the murderer is free, just lurking. My city is a circus, man. We all feel neglected without a ball. What's our purpose? Bang, bang, bang. Triggers derping for a body the city searching, or leave the body in the street. Still jerking. Yeah, my